I love how that's the first thing. No, GC, that is the first thing they heard. Anyways, you know, screw intros. I'm just gonna start the video. That was kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, why are they going so slow? Go faster. This isn't the US, but it's going fast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Oh my good lord. How stupid can you possibly be to park there? Oh. Oh man, the driver walked away safe. Dang, that sucks. Oh no. I think we all know what's about to happen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there goes the steam locomotive. Bro, what in the Man, that wasn't a hit. Hold on, timeout. I just paused it at the perfect time. Timeout. How do you manage to park your truck like this? Like, how do you manage to get your truck looking like this? So this would be a pretty good background picture, not gonna lie. This would be a really good background picture. Wait, did that hit the cab? Oh, this is what I want to see. There we go. My bad. Oh wait, this is in Canada. Never mind. This is average. And this is on stream too. This is on stream too. Oh, the person fell out. Wait, what the heck? Oh, this one's not on the tracks either, Reaper. No wonder it's not on the tracks. They hear a horn, but they continue driving. How smart. There we go. We got some more America. There we go. America. Bro. Oh my god. How stupid. No, how stupid. What? How is it like that? My guy's about to flip his truck, and he hasn't even gotten hit yet. Oh, he took the railroad crossing out. Is that a... This has nothing to do with trains. Oh, why are you getting closer? Why are we getting closer? You'd probably stick your hand in that. I mean, you've already stuck your hand in a blade, so... If you do it right, you might end up with the cut on your finger. Ah, yes, there's a train coming, so let's stand right next to the truck. Very smart. I know. I think there's a car on the tracks. Go- Oh, there goes Whistling Diesel's excavator. It's just taking the trailer with it. Okay, you can't say that. And most people are in here are black. I think that train's on fire. Oh, God. Oh! They're probably... Oh, oh, that's all he has to say. Reasonable crash out. That's a valid crash out, though. Oh! That's gonna be expensive. What end up? What was that? Oh no. Oh my god, he got really lucky. Cause that he threw the phone! Instead of releasing the fish, he's releasing himself. Jumped off with the perfect timing. Oh! It's a squirrel. Oh. That kid is definitely having a bad day. Double kill! That. I pref I prefer not to answer because of my relationship with, well, his glasses came off. I think it's raining outside, chat. Oh my god. What did he have? Oh yeah, that's spaghetti. That's spaghetti. He tried to catch it. He tried to catch it. That's a walkie-talkie. Uh-oh. Oh, this is how this. Oh. Well, I guess we know how this happens. I guess we know how the back of a truck ends up on someone's roof. What window? There's no window anymore. Hold on. Interesting. I would watch this, but I'd probably get. Okay. Okay, this is something. I don't care. I'm glad this is not a challenge because I'd already failed. Oh, that one just looked like it hurt. He threw a chair in there. Wait, wait. That's some pretty good. That was actually pretty. Oh, I don't know. No, I haven't. I've seen a good amount. I'm sorry, did he just ring out? That was never mind. That was never mind. That was a woman. That looked like a. He fell. Do what? Oh, oh, oh. This one looks interesting. This one looks interesting. Nah, I'd probably get banned. I don't know what to watch. I don't watch YouTube that much. That's literally just the thumbnails. Because this one was a Kermit too. It's just send it. Send it. If you find something, send it. I know my feed sucks. You don't have to tell me that. I already know. Interesting. Oh my God, yes. Send a video. Doesn't matter. Either would work. Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to. I closed out the YouTube tab. Don't worry about it. What the hell? Why are they on their knees? It's pretty hairy. You're using it. Bro, what? No. Oh, interesting. What? Sure. I saw. I think it's the game server. I think it's the thing they're in. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Nope. Now, will I get banned though? We're still, we're still going strong. So, bro, what? Bro, what is this stance? Oh, oh. I'm sorry. What? But some of y'all need help. Bro, what? Yes, very much, actually. Cough, cough. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I just hear what I think I did? Yep, that is. Oh. Ha! Unfortunately, the King Dakar is not there no more. They blew that thing up. All mothers are Karens. You might not be that much of a Karen, but every mother is a Karen. Well, mothers become grandmas at some point, most of the time. Bro. Oh my god, not her. I don't know how to say her name properly. She was. Time out, was that Charlie Kirk? Wait, was that Charlie Kirk or am I tripping? That kind of looks like him though. Tell me that don't just a little. Hold on. Uh, why did I pause it on this one? Hold on. What? Hold on. What? Why? Of no, of all things mustard though? Of all things mustard? But why would you? Oh no. At least I hope. Reasonable crash out. Lead. What? Okay, it was brother-in-law. It would have been a lot worse if it was his legitimate brother. Oh. Bro. Oh, let me make sure my I didn't get. Okay, we're still live. Good. Okay. Oh.
In his eyes, waiting for him to realize what he had done. I kid you not, it took him about 3 minutes or even more to finally realize what disgrace and unholy doing he just
He
committed
starts doing it
before he just
again.
left my friend's house without saying a single word. Should I say less? We never hung out with him ever again. Like
Reasonable.
First off, where the
That's
fuck
not
he
the
get
This
type
trout
dude
of
has
from?
more
party I came
confession
in for.
videos.
That
We
was
should
more
watch
like a
more.
lemon
No,
party,
first
man.
off,
That's
where the fuck did
disgusting.
he get a fucking
Yo,
trout from?
Bionic, pause it. He has, just so you know, Degenerosity has more confession videos. We should watch the rest after this finishes.
Bro.
My question is,
These
where the
are.
fuck did this motherfucker get a trout?
He just
Buddy
caught
just
a
went to the
trout in 10
backyard and said,
minutes.
Buddy went to the fucking bathtub and said, hey, hold on, guys, let me get my fucking pet trout right quick.
But like I said,
Oh,
we
it's a
should
rainbow,
watch
it's
the
a
rest of
rainbow
it,
Why
trout.
would
of
It's
the
you
it's
do that?
confessions after this.
But why would you
We should
do
watch the
that
rest of the
with
confessions.
a fish?
Jason,
Lie.
he said,
This is a lie.
Jason,
It's
listen, I got the perfect reason. I got the perfect reason. It's because it was a rainbow trout. Oh Lord.
Oh my good lord.
We should watch the rest of his confessions after this one.
We'll see.
I'm gonna go to
I
bed.
don't know what time it is, but
So, I don't even want to talk about this no more. Moving on. R.I.P. Bozo. I've been telling my older sister for 6 years that I killed her bunny in an accident. She was away at a swim meet and trusted me to take care of her rabbit. I was so little, so I thought the rabbit wouldn't die when I chucked it across the room at light speed because I thought I was Luffy. I literally am him. Turns out, I imploded its brains. I was so terrified and remorseful, I started begging to the heavens, then came up with the ultimate cover-up. I told my sister I walked in the room and opened the door a little too quickly, and the stupid rabbit was in his way, so I bonked it on his nose lightly. She took it to the hospital, and it had a seizure and killed itself. She forgave me later because she thought I did it by accident, but to this day, I haven't told her that I did that. Big fan, by the way. I don't even think the because you're a little excuse is good enough, bro. When I was little and I was told to take care of something, I would just ignore it. Because ignoring it would be the 100% guaranteed that I will still look and be the same when they come back to get it. Unless they're gone for like 3 weeks or something. But no, she was just at a swim meet, and your first thought was to chuck it across the room as hard as you can. You are evil, not Luffy. And you made it kill itself, bro. What's wrong with you? Tell your sister the truth, bro.
Sign
Tell
him
her
an
that you're
NFL
the Antichrist,
contract.
bitch. But you love my videos, so I love it. Alright, next one.
give this man a NFL contract.
Or a job at the fucking animal state and animal control.
If he could throw a rabbit and make
At
it
that age,
and,
It was a
and-
hamster.
It's the same thing.
it was a hamster.
I could have sworn it said rabbit, but
I swore it said
It
rabbit
was a
too.
hamster.
Go back. Let's check this.
no, it don't matter.
I once played hide and seek in the dark naked with my cousin. Okay, bro. Next one titled
Whoa.
Hello, mate.
Who's your
I
cousin,
cooked on my
Diddy?
brother's spaghetti and he thought it was a meatball and ate it. It was so funny. If you were my brother, I'd
What?
legit commit
That's
war
not funny.
crimes
That's
onto
just
you, bro. That's an
nasty.
unforgivable act, not
That's
gonna hold
nasty.
you. Next one is titled My School. Not really to do with me directly, but I digress. Like 4 years ago in a math lesson, there was a question about slavery. It had like different kinds of slaves, what they can do, and how much they cost, and
My
things like
favorite
that. And my
subject.
teachers took it a step
God.
further by making us
Not the
act
key
it out
one.
as
Not
some
the key
people are
deal,
visual
yeah.
learners and understand it better if they are shown. So they had the black students be slaves
my
and turned my
God,
math
it's
class
literally
into an
still showing
auction house
them.
for slaves. This was in England in an all-girls school, by the way. What?
it's in
Why
England,
would
it
the
makes sense.
teachers make a mock slave auction in math class? This is math class. Who
It's
was your
England.
teacher?
What
Miss
are you
Morello from
expecting?
Everybody Hates Chris? And your teachers wanted to say, this is for the visual learners. Bullshit. They just wanted to see what they could get away with. The person also sent a picture of the slave questions that were on the math test. Lot 1, 2 Philip slaves, 1 man, 1 woman, aged 18 and 23, respectfully. The woman is pregnant. Lot,
Respectfully denied.
Why? You need to report that school. You need to report those teachers because I'd be damned to have Miss Morello as my teacher. Martin Luther King is screaming in his grave hearing this. All right, this next one is short and sweet. It's titled Homo Sh**. Me and my friend accidentally kissed, walking towards each other, looking at each other straight in the eye. We both real men. We don't talk about that. I ain't gay. I recommend you and your friend to explore each other's bodies. Next one is titled Goofy
kinda
Eye
weird.
Confession. Once me and my few friends
Jay?
bullied this girl to the point she had
What
to get a
the-
therapist and try to blank herself. And I felt bad and told my parents about it and found out she was my cousin. And her side of her family tried to jump me and my friends and put one of my friends in the hospital and my friend's family sued them, so like 2 of them in prison. Send help, bro. Sounds like you experiencing the consequences of your actions, bro. Sucks to be you. Next, how I got back on my ex. So basically, less than a month ago, I got dumped while getting a haircut. So I thought of ways to get back at her. It was either jumping her freaking mom and her aunt or switching her aunt's newborn with a random black baby. So I made
Oh
a
my
plan to see
God.
when her aunt is in the hospital. I'd switch the babies
If only they
around
were
while no
Asian.
one was looking. As I entered the hospital, I asked where her aunt was and they said down the hall into the C-section area.
Not
I went
house,
there and that's
yeah.
where the kids was being held and I went in there and switched the babies and made a dash out of there. I think I'm going to jail. Also, fuck you and your raggedy ass auntie. Sincerely, the nigga who did that. Honestly, I don't even know if I believe this story or not. They just let you in the baby section, a random grown man, and then you switch the
Yeah.
babies out? Ain't no way, bro.
Yeah.
But this was still funny,
Welcome
and you
to
did
the
a very
American
petty
healthcare
thing if this
system.
is real. And I'm rooting for you, brother. to go to jail. Next one. My confession. I hate one of my friends. This bitch is so horrendous. I wish she would get the fuck out of my life. Whenever I see her, I wish I could shove her into a box and ship her to Switzerland. I swear I have a reason to hate
Nope,
her.
not
She
gonna say
hurts
any
me and
names.
other people really badly, and I want her to leave my friend group so bad, but she's literally my best friend's other best friend. So if I try to get rid of one of them, I'd risk getting rid of both of them. Don't know what to do, to be honest. Honestly, your first
Oh,
idea
that
of
was
shoving
not
her into a
expected.
box and shipping her to Switzerland ain't that bad, but I got a better idea. Give her a gift, an all expense paid ticket to the Titanic. That's a once in a Greetings.
Oh,
I have
what?
returned. Last week I asked you guys to send me
You
your
re- you
wildest
restarted
confessions.
it.
Confessions that
Hold
y'all
on.
were planning on taking to your grave.
Yo, you gotta go further.
Never hung out with him ever again.
Okay, it was a little further.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I think we're about...
Baby section, a random grown man, and then you think if this is real. And I'm rooting for you, brother. So her to leave my friend group so bad, but she's literally my best friend's other best friend. So if I try to get rid of one of them, I'd risk getting rid of both of them. Don't know what to do, to be honest. Honestly, your first idea
Okay,
of
this
shoving
is
her
not
into
where
a
we
box and shipping her to Switzerland ain't that bad, but I got a better idea. Give her a gift, an all expense paid ticket to the Titanic. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Who gonna pass up on that? And then after that, you and your best friend will be the only best friends. You're welcome. Confessions from South Africa. So this is what's happening. I've been dating the same girl for the last 4 years. Everything is nice. There's been a few bumps here and there. Now I'm expecting a baby with a sneaky link I met 3 months ago. Where to from here? You said South Africa, right? I recommend going to North Africa and, just staying there. Never come back. That's my where to from here. All right, 2 more. Titled Confession. I'm 19 and have been with my boyfriend for 3 years. Yesterday, I found out I was pregnant. The problem is, I don't think it's his because I've been f***ing his dad for the past year. And before you judge, if you saw his dad, you would understand.
Why would you
I
do
know
this,
is a confession,
GC?
but do you have any advice? Now, I never got
GC,
pregnant by my
GC.
boyfriend's dad, so I don't think I'm the best person to ask for advice for
Why
this.
would you
but
do
in my
that?
opinion, I think you should be honest with your
I
boyfriend.
ain't do nothing though.
And
Why are
hope
you
to
fucking
God
my dad,
that
GC?
baby isn't his dad.
Bro,
You might
what?
be ruining all of you guys' relationships, his relationship with his father, his relationship with you, but
I do not want your dad, bro. Fuck you, I do not want your dad.
next
Your
one
dad
and
old,
last
fool.
one.
Your dad is
My
old.
uncle almost sent a hitman to my grandma. Throughout my mom's childhood,
Brother,
she has been
what?
thinking her parents were chill, but nah. I'ma skip a lot of it, but basically they were cheating on each other for like years and years, and it came out like 10 years ago. Once it all came out, they got a divorce and eventually found other people to marry. My granddad ended up marrying someone who was almost 20 years younger than my mom. They did end up having a kid literally 3 years after I was born, but literal hell got loose and the big bad stuff happened right after my great-grandma passed. My crazy ass step-grandma divorced my granddad and they signed a prenup. And all of the inheritance money my own mother was owed got given to her, and she is still getting tons of money by my family. We have gone to court because of this bitch, and her psycho ass ended up ruining my grandfather even more. I could go on about this story, but my uncle ended up searching for and found a hitman. Literally was about to transfer the cash, but my mom with her goody two-shoes ass decided it was
not morally right.
anyways. This bitch has ruined my family. I would be rich if it wasn't for her, and also if it wasn't for my great-grandfather. We had millions in our family, but not one of us has seen a cent of it because he had a gambling issue. And to this day, we are all broken sacks of crap, and she lives in a goddamn mansion with her son or my uncle, who I am 3 years older than. Wow. I feel like you're the only person on earth that can say your life is actually a movie. I feel bad for your family, I really do. And for legal reasons, I have to say I'm joking.
All right,
I'm
next
joking.
confession.
But I can understand why your uncle would try to do something like that. And I hope you guys get all of your money back one way or another. And that's all I'm gonna read. I know I haven't read
Okay.
thousands
Alright,
of
next
more,
confessions
but this
video.
video is already mad long. You guys get the gist. A lot of y'all have
Confessions video.
Take him to
Okay, this guy deserves a subscribe. So,
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
I see it.
Hello?
All right, GC,
Welcome
just
back
me
to
and
More
you now.
Confessions, where I read
Just
some
like
of your
y'all two,
wild
I'm finna
and
head
weird.
out.
GC.
You leave him.
Yup.
Ah. Well, have fun.
Remember, see how we gotta do Red Bull tomorrow.
GC, I'm gonna rape your ass.
What?
You can't.
I'm
say
sorry.
that.
Hold on. What? My God, like I just read the thing, and holy bro, that is.
Wait.
Yeah, what I was gonna say.
What? Wait, time out. I've been gooning to femboys even though I'm married with 3 children? What?
Bionic.
Give me a second.
Nasty.
It doesn't work. I've got to go look at points real quick. I really want to know, how is Reaper ahead of me? Oh wait, that's
I don't
right.
know. Don't ask
I
me.
didn't race. I forgot I didn't race.
Yeah.
No, this is the race I did race.
I don't know. All right, come on.
Stories
I'm
that you
positive.
guys have sent me. I don't need a long
I'll be
intro
back.
trying to
I'm gonna go
explain
downstairs.
rada. The title is self-explanatory. Let's just get started. I have a crush on Yoshi from Super Mario. I made like 20 different AI bots of him, and I've had like 4 kids with each of them. You know they say start off strong, but this might be a little too strong. Are you okay? Do you need help? Like, I love Yoshi too, but Yoshi looks like a stray animal. It's like a dinosaur turtle thing. I don't know what Yoshi is, but there's definitely no human traits to Yoshi. Has it ever crossed your mind that this is not healthy? You are already too far gone. So like, I don't know how to say this, but I basically ate a live spider for $2 because I needed to buy this thing in a game to gamble so I could win. I lost all my money.
See if I
You
can
see, the
watch
only
on my
reason you
Xbox
lost
or
all your
something
money
do
is
that.
because $2 is nothing to gamble with. Imagine if you put in $50, you're almost guaranteed to win. All gamblers give up before they hit it big. Remember that for next time. I went downstairs one
Boy.
morning in my college dorm room to see my drunk roommate making out with my professor.
So you
And my
gonna let me
professor
watch?
said if I stayed quiet, I get an A on my next test. So you imagine I never told anyone.
Look, I'm
And
gonna
come to the next
disconnect and be
test,
right back.
I see I get a freaking C-. That jack lied to me. So I did the natural thing and ratted both of them out. And they professor got fired and my dorm roommate got kicked out. So I get a whole dorm room to myself. A win-win, I guess? That's a win to me. You get a high five. My homeboy got jumped over a bucket of chicken. It was crazy, but it was kind of his fault for bringing a whole bucket of chicken to school. You see, I don't really understand this confession. You blaming your homeboy for bringing food to school so he doesn't have to starve for the day or eat the cafeteria food? How is this his fault? If I brought a lunchbox to school and a bunch of dudes jumped me, robbing me for my lunchbox, is it my fault for bringing a lunchbox to school? No. You just go to a school with people with no manners. Crazy that you victim blaming your homie. You're not a real homie. When I was younger, I would read fanfics all the time, and I would occasionally write fanfics about people and teachers at school doing it. One day, one of my friends found out, and that stupid stank snitch leaked it around the school. It was so bad I couldn't even show my face around school, and I almost got expelled. My reputation went down too fast, and people would read it out loud. In one of my fanfic, I wrote it with me and my crush. He ended up printing it out and showing people it like ho Regina George did. At that point, I just wanted to move away and start fresh from all this embarrassment. In the end, I moved away, but there are people who would DM me and ask if I was the weird girl who wrote stories about the school. I think the moral of this story is never tell your friends about your hobbies. They will only judge you. I've stolen hundreds of dollars worth of items from Walmart in the last year. Rookie numbers. You ever scanned a PS5 as a banana in the self-checkout? I don't think so. You gotta get those numbers up, bro. 2 weeks before I moved out of my ex-roommate's apartment, she kicked me off the Wi-Fi that we both paid for and lied to me about it. I work from home. She was a mess the entire time I lived with her. So on my last day there, before I left, I peed in her pickled onions jar. She was a... She deserved it. I hope she ate them all Hold up. You know what? I'm on your side. She deserved it, mainly because she be eating pickled onions. Who eats that? Back when I was a little jit, I never changed my socks and got some crazy athlete's foot. Like every other week I had it. I had like hella skin peeling off my foot and it was disgusting now that I think about it. Anyway, I used to peel off big chunks of it and eat it. If you want to know, it was chewy and tasted low-key salty. I did not need it.
Bionic?
I can't believe we all used to do this. We? Who's we? I never did this in my life. Huh? One time a few months back, I had a girl in my class that I thought was fine. Like, I mean, a 10 out of 10. So when I finally asked her to be my partner, she said she liked me too. We were in love and I saw my whole life with her already. Fast forward a couple months and she wanted to tell me something. I asked her what, and she told me something that changed my perception for a good time. She was a lesbian, and she was dating this girl for almost 4 to 5 years while she was dating me for 6 months. I was shook and didn't even know how to react. I immediately hung up and ended the relationship and reflected for almost the whole day. I gave everything to her, and she would break me just like that? I couldn't believe it. I've gotten over it after a bit, thankfully, and I've set my sights on someone else. I know this is a confessions thing, but I was wondering if you had any advice. Thanks. Aw, man, that's sad, bro. By the way, love your vids, and you can't beat Godzilla, little bro. What? Man, I was feeling sorry for you, but now you said that bullshit. I'm not giving you no advice. Instead, I'm gonna curse you. I place a curse that all of your future girlfriends will be secretly gay. You never gonna find true love. Don't you ever say I can't beat Godzilla again. You don't know me. When I was in college, both me and my roommate were hardcore weebs. We were so into male idol anime, and I set my iPad's alarm to a hot anime boy's voice whispering. Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper it. It went off in a crowded bus, max volume. It took me a minute to turn that. She was embarrassed as well. She pretended she didn't even know me. Okay, even though that is embarrassing, you should have kept it on for the rest of the bus ride. It's another way to establish dominance. I was once with my homeboy. This was in high school. I was young, so we were hungry and decided to ask our parents for money to go buy food. They said no, so we decided to do the next logical chain of events. Burn down a house. We broke down inside a house that was like a few streets away from our neighborhood and grabbed a lot of stuff. But my homie accidentally dropped a torch. I still wonder what it was doing there. And fire started taking over the place. We panicked and ran away. Next day, we seen on the news the same house, and apparently it burned down with a cat inside. We haven't been caught and nobody knows we did it to this day. Please don't judge me, that was like a decade ago. You lucky I wasn't collecting emails for this confession, because if I was... I'm snitching. I have a boyfriend, but I low-key want to hook up with this guy in my theater program. Bro, just break up with your boyfriend. Like, for real, for real. Cheating is bad, and you also don't want to be known as the cheating ex. That label will be stuck on you for life, for good reason. And if you're already having lustful feelings for this random dude in your theater program, you're obviously not messing with your boyfriend like that. So you got two options. Stay with your boyfriend and work with the relationship, or break up with him and go off. I know breaking up with him will cause his heart to break, but you know what's a bigger heartbreak? Him breaking up with you because you cheated. That's horrible, bro. Cheating should never be an option. Plus, you'll go to hell. And hell don't sound pretty. They don't got Wi-Fi down there. I don't like that. That's my advice. Dang, I should be a psychologist or something. One time I was in a bathroom stall and my intrusive thoughts took over and I wanted to see if I could pee from above the toilet. I put one foot on the toilet paper dispenser and another on the handicap rail and just let it rip. Unfortunately, I completely missed and flooded the floor. On the way down, I slipped on the now slippery handicap rail and broke my arm. So what did we learn here? Don't try to do trick shots while peeing like you sponsored by Red Bull. Instead, always pee while sitting down. Men included. Just to make sure no splashes go anywhere, sit down while you pee, even at the urinals. Hello, fam-a-lam, big fan from Tampa here. My brother got the cops called on him because his bit was tripping. One day in October 2024, my brother came in my room talking about how he missed being in a relationship after breaking up with his ex. I told him to move on and forget about her. Later that week, he came running into my room crying his eyes out. I'm confused as hell and asked, dude, the F wrong with you? He then proceeds to show me his recent text with his ex. He went back to her, shake my head. After reading the BS on the screen, I realized the dude said he was gonna off himself if they didn't get back together that night. Even later that night, the cops come to our door for an evaluation check because the girl called the cops like the decent person she is. My brother has no game, bruh. Anyway, peace out, love the vid. Wait, I'm confused. When did this method get patched? I've been texting everybody I've ever had a crush on with texts like these.
Where's my daughter?
And you're telling me this method don't work? Is that why I never get a text back? I killed the class pet on accident, bro. It was an ugly ass guinea pig named some bullshit. I forgot the name. I gave the guinea pig half of my guacamole my mother packed for whatever reason. I did not know avocados were poisoned in them. Also, we had a rat infestation in my school, so one of the rats found its way into the guinea pig cage and bit the guinea pig and it ate the guacamole. R.I.P. little you probably tasted good though. Also, we saw a crucified rat behind the school during a fire drill. What? I once fake cried at a funeral just so I wouldn't get kicked out of the will. And the wildest part, I barely knew the dude. He was like my mom's second cousin's ex-husband or some but he made the best banana bread I've ever tasted in my life. So when I found out he was rich and dying, I showed up like R.I.P. King with tears on demand. 2 weeks later, boom, I get a check for $837.47 in the mail. No explanation, I cashed that and bought a weighted blanket, 2 anime figurines, and a mechanical keyboard that lights up. Was it morally wrong? Absolutely. Would I do it again? Honestly, maybe. Depends on the snacks. I don't know how to feel about this. Yeah, it's morally wrong to do this, but the dude's already dead and he don't need the money, so... You do you! You do you! Back in college, I had a roommate who kept stealing my leftovers like it was a sport. I warned him, he laughed. So one day, I took a dump, froze it, shaved it like dark chocolate, and dusted it over a homemade tiramisu. Left it in the fridge like bait. Bro ate the whole thing and said, and I quote, "It's earthy with death." I looked him dead in the eye and said,
"Yeah, it's an ancient family recipe."
He licked the plate clean and asked for seconds. I packed my bags and vanished. Never paid the rent, never told a soul, never saw him again. And honestly, I never wanted to. Feeding your roommate Dookie Misu is wild, but you did warn him. I'm on your side. I interned at a hospital one time, and in the emergency room, there was some old lady who ate a whole bag of edibles. So when I had to clean up her vomit, she asked me, "Where are you from, boy?" And I politely said I was born in Florida. And she said, "Where are you really from?" That ticked me off, so when I had to get her some water, I still had the bag of her vomit, so I mixed a little of her vomit in that water. She didn't even notice and I was laughing my ass off. W, my aunt being a terrible person. So my great-grandpa passed away recently, but when he was alive, my aunt used his money like the greedy demon she is. She bought Botox, a new car, and designer clothes. My great-grandpa couldn't do anything because he was an old, frail man and a bit senile. My mom and other aunts and uncles even went to court because she used all their inheritance money to buy stuff. However, when I was at my great-grandpa's funeral, I saw my aunt and knew she had to pay. So I went into the other room where the food was and put a little bit of laxatives. My aunt, being the fat bitch she was, ate 9 cupcakes, 6 cookies, and 4 slices of cake. A few minutes later, she was crying in the bathroom and letting it all out. None of my family members at the funeral ate anything because I made a group chat and told them not to eat anything to warn them. After the funeral, my mom gave me $50 and said, "Today, you made the family proud." That story moved me. I hate your aunt too. So basically, after me and my ex broke up, I had a really bad episode. I have bipolar disorder. And I ended up talking to like 3 different guys and doing the deed with one of them. My ex got real upset because I moved on too fast. When he and my ex-friend were talking to each other and they both called me crazy and got me sent to the psych ward. And then fast forward after I got out in about a month or 2, my ex is now talking to another one of my ex-friends and told me he didn't love me as much as he thought he did and that he loves her more. Anyways, I might get back with him, so are you guys okay? Like, are you good? My family's from Africa, and one time while we were visiting, we reached a point in the mountains that was too dangerous to have all of us stay in the car. I don't know, they just said we had to walk. As we're walking through a farm area my family owns, my dad breaks out of the conversation he was in, looks straight at me and my brother and points to a spot on the ground and tells us, "Your uncle killed his own brother with an axe right there." They were fighting over land because one of them hadn't even paid off theirs and still wanted more. Went straight back to his own convo like ain't shit happened. I don't even remember their names. My dad had like 12 siblings. 9 now because of the war and stuff. Dads always have the craziest lores. This is just a proven fact now. If I could, I'd bag Pearl from Steven Universe. Any of them. Not the yellow Pearl though. I mean, you say any of them, but Pearl is your #1 option? What about Amethyst, Garnet, Blue Diamond,
Movement back there.
Fluorite? Bro, there's so many baddies in that show. And you picking the girl who can't get over her first crush after 5,000 years? I don't want that kind of baggage, so I'm not bagging Pearl. I used to work at a dairy farm, and I would make cheese. This one time, I beat my thing in the bathroom, didn't wash my hands, and went back to making cheese. I want everyone to know that this guy is probably making the cheese that they be selling at stores and restaurants. This guy and probably multiple other dudes out there are the ones that are making your cheese and selling them to you for you to eat. Everybody, go in your fridges and pantries and check on your cheese right now. You might find some extra cheese in your cheese. So let me start this story by saying I don't condone my friend's actions. So a while back when I was 16 and in high school, I was dating a girl. Long story short, after 2 years of us being together, in my senior year, I found out she was cheating on me. I was pretty sad, but it was a few months to graduation, so I just cried for a little bit and moved on. A year later, I am in college studying for computer science. One of my homies who I told about her cheating took an internship at a pharmacy. Anyway, my ex Max came in for some pills, and apparently this guy was still mad about her cheating on me. So he switched her medicine. She had heart problems, and apparently he gave her a different medication for people struggling with ADHD. Girl ended up going to the hospital because the entire time she thought she was taking her heart medication. My friend after this, boss checked the cameras, and he claimed he did it by accident. They believed him, but he was still fired. To this day, I don't know what through his head. And the worst part, he only just told me. I had heard she went to the hospital, but he told me this year during a New Year's Eve party when I went back home. This happened nearly 3 years ago. I've gone a little low contact after that. I know this is a confession, but should I drop my friend over this? Okay, outside of the very bad grammar in this confession, you in college? I will also say I don't agree or condone what your friend did. What they did was terrible and very illegal. Putting someone's life at risk just to get revenge that didn't even involve them. That's crazy. Your friend was crazy for doing that. So dropping them as a friend is kinda understandable. But, okay, I'm only talking for myself here. But if I found out my homie did that to my ex that cheated, I'll tell him, yo, that's mad wrong for doing that. But you did that for me? You did that for little old me? You know, I might mess around and marry my homie, but that's just me.
Oh my god, yeah!
I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. Okay, I know this one's a joke, but I've gotten a lot of confessions like this that go into so much unnecessary detail about it. This is one of the reasons why I canceled family confessions.
俺がバカなのか。ある晩、とてもムラムラしてかぼちゃを使うことにした。翌日、パンプキンパイを食べていたんだけど、前の晩と同じかぼちゃを食べていたことに気づかなかった。
Hi. Anata wa baka desu. Alright, so we at the last confession, and this one's a doozy. So a few years ago, I was dating this one girl. I thought I found the one. I really did. This girl was perfect. Thicker than Nikki. And just about the nicest person I've ever met. Until one day, at midnight, around 1 a.m., that's not midnight, I get a video sent from her number, and it's her getting it on with some Asian guy. Naturally, I cried myself to sleep. I was already plotting some shit. I wake up in the morning, and as I'm just laying there, crying in my bed, I get a text from her. She says she had gone out drinking and accidentally ended up sleeping with the guy, and he recorded it on her phone and sent it to me. Naturally, I didn't believe her ass. She even called me boohoo crying like I was the one who got cheated on. So I knew I had to get my lick back. I couldn't let that slide. I was pretty close to her mom, and to cut a long story short, I told her mom about what she did, and that let me get closer to her mom. I started hanging out with the mom more and more until eventually she let me, And we kept doing this for a while. She doesn't have a dad, so don't worry. I would never another man. I got together a good few videos I was planning on sending to this bitch. But a while later, I found out that my ex had gotten diagnosed with cancer. So I sat there and thought to myself, am I really about to make a cancer patient's life even worse? But I'm in too deep now. So I still go visit her in the hospital with her mom because I think it's the right thing to do. Some months go by and she eventually dies, sadly. And in her final words to me, she didn't say it, but she had it written down to give the letter to me. And it said, I'm so sorry about what happened between me and that man. I really meant it when I said I didn't ever mean to cheat on you. I'm so sorry. I still love you, and I wish I spent my final moments with you in your arms. I hate the thought of you moving on to someone else, but I know I deserved it. I'm sorry. I love you. And now, I'm with her mom. Every now and then, I wake up feeling like a piece of shit for being with her mom, but I still am regardless. Moral of the story, don't ever get with a bitch who never had a father figure. That shit is a #1 sign to never get with her.
Say no.
Unless you want to get with the mom after your girl dies. Yeah, this one keeps me up at night. Bruh, that's what you learned from the story? You learned nothing! Okay, that's all the courage I have with reading these confessions today. What I've learned today is that you guys are very troubled people. Or you guys are very good writers. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Thank you for everyone that submitted a confession. Unless you're a spammer, then I hate you. And in conclusion is my conclusion.
Hello? Hello?